Hey everyone, it's Momentary Flux. Welcome back to Factorio. We're still on version 17.34. Last episode we got we started converting our smelting over to electric smelting. Today, I just basically want to continue that. Let's flesh out this area of our factory and just get things going. All right. One thing I am going to need to do is I'm going to need to queue up a few roboports, just because it's not happening down below. They're not being delivered quick enough. Let's get out our blueprints and we'll just spam these over just so we can get our spacing taken care of. And we'll just go over to the train tracks. Let's see here. Will that be enough? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's say 1, 2, 3. I'll make sure I'm not stepping on the train tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say those are iron. 1, 2. Let's say that's steel. And 1, 2, 3. I might need one more for copper. So let's pull this stuff up real quick. And then we'll just have one here as extra. All right. So let's pull this up. And I'll just move everything north a bit. Note, don't stand on the train tracks. I started recording this episode a few minutes ago. And I was standing on the train tracks and I got ran over. So my only option was to start over. So I wasn't gonna make everyone watch me do this twice. So anyway, don't stand on the train tracks. The train will kill you unless you have some really good armor. All right. So what needs to happen here is I need to get some electricity going. How is our Oh my gosh. Look at that. Now that we've got more iron and we're actually using electricity, we have all of our electricities being used. Okay, well, that's good to know. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? It's always something in Factorio. It's what keeps you up late at night. You're like, oh, I just need to fix power now. Let's get this taken care of here. Actually, what am I doing? I think I want to keep these in line with here. No, don't kill me, train. Just run through here and finish this up. Alright, so the only things that we're going to have blinking at the end of this is the logistics network. So we can take care of that. I think this one little gap, whatever. Okay. Let's get the wall. Actually, I want to come over here and start over here because I'm not exactly sure how high up that wall should be. So let's just extend this out. I'm actually really amazed that we're using all that power. That's incredible. I thought I added enough power that it was going to not be a problem for a very long time, but I'm wrong. Let's make a couple gates while I'm here. I think 4 gates. And let's zoom out so I can see if I'm going to get run over. I'm totally paranoid now. Oops. So just a few more substations. We'll cover this. Get everything connected up. All right, how many roboports do I have? I have 2. So let's extend these over here as best we can for now. Is this where I want to put it? No, I want to put it here. All right, looks like we just need 1 more, or well, 2 more. We have to do the bottom area as well. But that's going to at least get the construction robots, I think. Yeah, the green area extends far enough. All right, let's queue up 2 more roboports. I'm trying to decide here if I should do get a steel one started. I'm a little bit leery now about the power situation. And a lot of that is just because we're becoming dependent on laser turrets for our defense. And if power goes out, well, that's the one thing about the steam power. It's not going to go completely out. It's just going to get worse. If it were solar, we'd be in big trouble right now. But since it's steam, it's not quite so dire, I guess you could say. What to do about this situation? Well, as soon as this is done, we're going to get started on the plutonium. Or uranium mining, I should say, not plutonium. Let's take a look at the map. Here is uranium ore. I've got train tracks here. I think maybe if I get some explosives. Well, here's the... Oh, man, here's the thing about plutonium. Or, gosh, I keep saying plutonium. The thing about uranium is that it requires sulfuric acid to mine it. So we're going to have to figure out the system that we need to put in place to do that. I think it's a little too far to pipe sulfuric acid, so I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set up a special train delivery system, which is a problem because I don't really have room for it. Let's think about this. Okay, so here is where I have planned to deliver oil. I'm wondering if somehow I can convert this to be a delivery spot for both oil and plutonium. Plutonium, gosh darn, I did it again. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Okay, so if I have a train that has 2 cars on it, one car can be for the uranium delivery, but the other one has to be for the exchange of sulfuric acid. Okay, so with sulfuric acid, if I have to barrel it up, I'll put it in barrels, and I need to unload the empty barrels and load up the full barrels with plutonium or with sulfuric acid. The problem that I'm looking at here is that if I try to use this delivery spot, that it may not work in the case of because it's being shared with the oil delivery. Because the oil train is going to want to wait here until conditions are met on these tanks, which are not part excuse me, of the local or the logistics system. So let's think about what can be done. I'm wondering if I could designate this very first parking spot, I could change its name so that it's not parking like all the rest of them. And I could do the exchange of barrels here. I think I'm going to try that. So let's just send this train out. And let's change this to uranium parking. Okay, so if I make that uranium parking, and this train is going to have 2 carts. So the first cart, let's make the second cart the uranium cart, and the first cart will be the sulfuric acid cart. Okay. I'm not really sure how this is going to work because I haven't set this up before. So it's going to be a bit of a process to figure it out. Uh-oh, where are we being attacked? Okay, that's just about where I thought we were going to get attacked. Something got damaged, but I'm pretty sure that it would have gotten taken care of. So let's add a substation here. And what are we going to request? We're going to request full barrels of sulfuric acid. Let's do 20. And the passive provider chest is going to provide empty barrels. That seems reasonable, right? I think it seems reasonable. We're going to need a new train. So let's see if I can build a train. 1, 2... Ooh, actually, oh no, I don't need a fluid one. I guess that's sort of a, maybe that would be the better way to go, huh? Make a fluid wagon? Yeah, I think that's way simpler, isn't it? Let's pull this up. Let's make this a nice green color. To match the plutonium, or I gotta stop saying that. Gonna match the uranium. Let's put some gas in there. If we have any. I can't believe we don't have any wood or anything. Here, let's release this guy. That's no big deal though. I can easily find some fuel. Let's just grab a stack of wood. And we'll drop that in. Now when this goes up to make its deliveries and drop-offs, it will fill up. We've got that system in place already. So the first wagon will be fluid. The second wagon will be uranium. Okay, so we're going to need a couple of tanks. So I think 1 tank is probably going to be enough, but so let's do 1 there. So energy weapons is done. Let's get started on the Covarex system. This takes 1,500 beakers. That's a lot of beakers. Hopefully we won't use everything up and everything will be able to get started. We're also going to need a pump. Let's make a pump. Let's just jam that in there in the middle. We're going to need a tank. And then we just need to connect this up with sulfuric acid. Yeah, this is going to be much easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have to barrel everything up. When I had played before, there were no fluid tanks, so it was kind of your only option was to barrel things up. But this is easy. You can do this. So sulfuric acid comes way down to the bottom, I think, for the blue cards. Let's go take a look and let's try to pipe it over. I'm not requesting pipes, so let me grab some of those on the way down. Yeah, it looks like we're backed up on iron all the way to these delivery points. If I remember, or at some point, I'll probably do this similarly up there at the top, so that we can make sure that these are full. Where's the pipes? Is this? That's engines. It's not pipes. I think the pipes are up here on the right side, actually, if I remember. There they are. Okay. Let's just grab everything. It feels like I haven't been over in this part of the factory for quite a while. Okay, so sulfuric acid comes through here in order to make batteries. So I think this is a good spot to let's go to the main map. So I'm here. We need to get it up there. So I'm just going to extend this out to the right, and then I'll run up there, and then I'll bring it down. A little bit further, I think. Alright, that's going to be far enough. So let's go up there and we'll drag it down and see where those two meet up. This is kind of a fun little project, actually. I haven't done this before, so this is pretty exciting for me. I'm going to bring this over to there, and we'll go down from here. Hopefully I don't run into any trees. Okay, so we're meeting up there. You can pull up these extras. And then there, just like that, we have sulfuric acid over there. So now we have to worry about the other side. Now, I don't have any train stations yet, so I really can't program this train, but we'll come back to it. Before I go making the train tracks, actually, let me do what I was going to do over here with the iron. Now, I don't want to add it before this section. I want to actually add it after all of the iron's already delivered into the system, because I still want these to run at full capacity if there's space on the line. It's pretty full, but let's go ahead and do that here. Okay, so 400 of each, and then we'll put a splitter directly after, which seemed to work. So we have got 0% on our technology. I'm thinking that this might have to do with the purple science more than the blue. You know, yeah, actually, I know what I know what's wrong. We need to request Purple Science to come over here. I have not done that yet. I set it up, but I didn't request it. So this line only has yellow on that side, so we're going to put purple on the other side. So those deliveries they're probably on their way. It'll take a little bit. There's plenty of bots that are free. Let's take a look at our power here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're getting into the red zone. It was a bit of a... Here they come. Yeah, it was a bit of a misleading situation when those red cards weren't being made quickly. Sorry, I'm just watching this take place here. When the red cards weren't being made, you know, all the other stuff was getting backed up, so it looked like we weren't using very much power, but in fact, we are using all the power at this point. All right, I don't know if... All right, let me go over here. One last thing before I go make some train tracks. I just want to check in on the Purple Science and see what's happening there. All right. So see, those electric furnaces are what's holding things up. All right. Well, they're being made. It's just they're being made at a slow pace. So I think we're going to have to alternate technologies as this goes on, and switch back and forth between that enrichment process just to keep it going. Let the Purple Science build up a little bit, and then we'll switch to something else. We'll just make random stuff in the meantime. All right, let's go up north, and we'll continue to get our rail network extended over there and see if we can get the uranium mine set up. And just go out the end of the wall here. I have 256 tracks, which probably isn't going to be enough, but I'll use what I have, and then I'll come back. Yeah, there's a lot more to it, I guess, than just the tracks, right? Yep, just keep going. Just keep extending it out. Hopefully I don't run into that lake down there. I think I'm to the north of it, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there's... do I have any... I do have a bunch of cliff explosives. Good. I can blast my way through that. I'm curious... Do these destroy... They don't hurt anything but cliffs. That's cool. I wasn't sure. I was trying to avoid hitting my stuff, but it looks like it's fine. Okay, so what we need to do is I think we need to go past... I think we need to go about here. Go past this coal, past the oil, and then we'll head south. I can tell already this is going to get attacked. That's no good, but we'll deal with it. Set up some defense. Maybe do a little killing. Culling, perhaps. try to be economic with my use of these explosives so I don't have to go make more. As long as we can get through, that's fine. Now that, I would reckon, is a good shot. Alright, we're almost out of tracks. But what I can do is I can put down power and some signaling pull. Oops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, I can stretch power out here and put in some signal pulls as I'm coming back from getting more train tracks. Okay, so I don't think I need too many more cliff explosives. Alright, let's work on a tech that doesn't require purple. How about these exoskeleton legs? It could be fun. Now I already have a blueprint of a T-junction, so when I do come back up, I can put that in place pretty easily. I think I'm going to have to make my own train tracks. Then again, I think that those are being made fast enough in the factory that I won't have to worry about that. So maybe I can just grab a stack and then come back. How many signals do I have? I better queue up a bunch of those. Do I have a train stop? Do not have a train stop. Let's put one of those in there. Check on our power situation. It's not too bad. I mean, it's hovering back and forth. Definitely needs to be handled. Man, it's going to be a while before nuclear power is ready. I mean, it takes a long time to process a lot of that uranium. I've got lots of train tracks here. Let's just grab everything. Anything else I need? I've got stack inserters. I can make a few steel chests. Anything else I need? I've got all the inserters I need. I still have some explosives. You know what I could use is a couple more construction bots. If I can find any. I wonder where they are. I figured that they would be... here's a bunch. I'm just going to take a few just because some have been getting destroyed when I was fighting some of the aliens. Alright, let's get on over there. Continue this. Looks like a bunch of these are finished too. I can pull these up happily. Almost finished mining out this this whole iron patch here. Okay, so that's finished. Speed, the modules number 2 would be good. I was thinking about these weapon shooting speeds and all that. Now this isn't really going to help base defense, but it would help me personally because I use I use these things. My character uses them. I'm really not a fan of the combat robotics. They're just always felt so weak for what you have to pay for them, and they're just temporary. So I'm not going to do that. You know what? Let's start researching power armor. I think that's a good thing. And then I'm going to have all of these other options. So let's get that started. Put these in our trash. And get back on over here. Oh, I need to go over here and get that power connected. And I'll drop a couple signals too, here and there, just to break up the long straightaways in case trains someday queue up in here, which I can't really see happening too much. But let's put it over here with this power pole. I used to signal the hell out of my train tracks, but it just seems kind of pointless, you know, to put too many signals in there. So now I put a lot less. All right, here's where we are at. Let's do that. Let's put some signals here. And we'll just keep it going. Almost to the oil area here. I can zoom out a little bit. Oops. Zoom out again. A couple of trees to mow down. Let's get those out of the way. And it's night again. I'm glad I have the night vision though, like I was saying. It's definitely made life easier. Alright, so we're just going to extend this past where we want to go south a little bit. And we're getting attacked. The iron. We're getting attacked, but we're not getting hurt, so that's good. It's just saying that the enemies were being engaged. I can live with that. It's just when they start to damage things that it becomes a problem. I still have plenty of tracks. I do have a blueprint for the T-junction, so that'll be easy. So let's get this over. Oh, gotta blow that up. I do miss that Farrell mod, the automated railing. It makes this a lot easier. But even that is like, I might not even be far enough in the game to have that. So I think where I'm standing, if I'm looking at the map, I'm trying to get in between the coal and the uranium. So I think this is probably a good spot. It looks like if I head down here too, I can avoid most of the trees. So let's put the T-junction in there. Go forth, my little robots. Build it. And just like that. T-junction. Alright, let's connect power so I don't forget. I've got some contractors outside my place getting ready to do windows. So I'm going to have to end pretty soon. I can hear their ladders dragging around outside. They might be banging on the window here shortly. It's getting to be about the time to end this episode anyway. I think what I'll do is I'll just drag these the rails. I have 275 rails. I'll get the rails down there, and then we can build the station in the next episode. So let's get these rails going down, and then we'll figure out the whole fluid sulfuric acid thing once we get down there. Oh yeah, you know, there is one thing I've kind of forgot about. If you hold the shift key when you're making these rail lines, I'm not like right here. If I do the shift key and I make these ghosts, the robots will clear out any obstacles. So that's something to remember. It's probably actually easier to do that than the way I was doing it before, where I was just clearing all the trees out. So we'll start doing that a little bit. For whatever reason though, it has a tendency to like start to wrap around in a weird way. And it does make it so the bots are yeah, see what I'm saying? That's so weird. Yeah, the bots become responsible for laying the track too, instead of you, which is a little bit different. All right, we're almost through the forest here. Let them do their jobs. Yeah, the one thing that doesn't account for necessarily is the power poles. I don't have them as part of my blueprint, so I just have to deal with that. Run back up a little bit and let them fill in the gaps here. Alright, still 100 railroad tracks left. Good. And there I can see the deposit. Sweet. So if I just continue this down a little bit, I can put in a T-junction to make our little station. So let me get the other side here, and then I'll go connect power. I'll drop in the T-junction, and we'll end it there. Alright, so 73. Okay, so this is telling me about the smelting situation back at base. So that's not my... I'm not missing 73 rail, which I thought I might be. But let's get that T-junction, if I can find it. The one that has the railroads. And we'll put it here... actually need to be up a little bit more just so that there's a little room to operate. Holding shift. Okay. And we'll connect power. Yep, I'm stuck. And it looks like we just need one more in between here. A couple signals. I'll head back down here so I know where I'm at. So I think we just put one signal in between here in the middle. How about here? All right. And there we are. So next time we'll build a little, we'll figure out the whole sulfuric acid and mining thing here, and we'll get uranium over. And hopefully in the meantime some of that purple science is building up so that we can continue researching that Covarex enrichment process. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Welcome to the new subscribers. I totally appreciate the views and everything. So we'll see you next time, and I'll catch you later. Take it easy.